Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he powers his way up past the 30. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. This defense for the Jets, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. The Jets at 5-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, right back to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go. Set.
On second down, a run with Hall. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Wilson. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Oh, good move. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hall again. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give running right is Hall. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead. There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, it's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones over the middle, complete. It's Myers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run was strong. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Now Jones. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Johnson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Give to Hall running right. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Hall ought to give up the middle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A gain there of 21 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Straight ahead is Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have moved out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Downfield and caught by Thornton. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, as the first half is winding down. And the Pats have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Play action. Now Wilson. And finding the tight end Hooper.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed,
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And Johnson's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action now. Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Again, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that's going to tie us at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Jones now on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Harris is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
On the counter, it's Hall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Set.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Jones throw taken in by Thornton. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Off play action. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On second down, this is Harris. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now Jones on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 27-yard line.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here we go, here we go. Exit.
On second and 12, Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
my boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in the payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be, I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here, nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.